Hakeem Olajuwon, who has delivered one of the greatest runs of sustained excellence in playoff history. Respect is also elusive when you are deemed too young. The Orlando Magic were labeled too immature, too inexperienced to contend for a title this year. It's too soon, they were told.
At the beginning of the season, I looked at the projected starting five: Horace, Nick, D. Scott, Penny, myself, and I said, we can do it.
And so far, they have done it. Orlando has simply turned the clock ahead. Their party starts now. Tonight, the reigning champs against the precocious challengers. The NBA Finals, next.
And at center, 7-1 from LSU, number 32, Shaquille O'Neal. And at center, 7 feet from Houston, number 34, the Dream, Hakeem
Olajuwon and O'Neal set for the opening tip. The official Joe Crawford with the ball. And we're underway. The Rockets control. Kenny Smith.
At times, mainly because they're very small out there, they don't have another big forward to go along with Olajuwon.
Here's Kenny Smith hitting the three. Anderson for Hardaway posting up. Grant. So Horace not able to hit, but O'Neal right there. But we see at the start that Horace Grant is able. Olajuwon, who went to the crossover, and he's being guarded now by Grant. Olajuwon, yes.
Hakeem has added that shot to his arsenal. I think he and Michael Jordan have the best footwork in the entire NBA. That's an offensive foul.
And that's the call from Joe Crawford. So Shaquille picks up his first.
Shaq loves to set this ferocious pace underneath and just rolls over and bruises Hakeem's sternum right there. That's the second time Hakeem has given that kind of position to Shaq. If he lets him keep getting it, he'll get killed, but he got a break there as Shaq was a little bit over anxious.
Olajuwon with a good move, working his way down low. The Magic 9, the Rockets 7.
Pass by Hardaway, and the Rockets are very slow in their rotation.
Olajuwon drawing the foul. So Hakeem will go to the line. It was fouled by Shaquille. That's 2 on O'Neal. Right here. Jeff Turner played well against the Pacers. He is in there replacing Shaquille O'Neal. Olajuwon draws the foul. Yes, and it counts.
Now, the Magic had plans of using Horace Grant on Hakeem from time to time, and especially when Shaq would get into foul trouble, but they don't want him to be the primary defender as he has to be right now. Olajuwon just has too many weapons for Horace Grant.
Horace Grant will try to get around in front. And again, Olajuwon keeping the Rockets alive in this first quarter.
Well, he's uncanny with so much of his offense, but Bill, when he gets the ball almost below the backboard and still able to make that jump shot, I have never been able to figure out how he can make that.
Well, Rudy Tomjanovich, not angry, not panicking, simply told his team, hey, we got that out of our system. We missed some easy shots. We can fight our way back into this one. That's what the Rockets did.
Orlando by 2 points in that stretch.
O'Neal with a nice pass to Shaw. Stopped by Anderson, able to get it out to Olajuwon. Horry. Oh, nicely done. The extension going glass by Robert Horry.
Orlando's defense is so strong.
Orlando 36 and Houston 25. Hakeem has not scored in the last 7 minutes. O'Neal, yes, and it counts.
When you try for the front, you got to maintain body contact. He feels, he grabs, but he doesn't move back enough, and he gets dunked on. One of the best big guard post-up players in the business.
Anthony Bowie's been hitting the three in the first half, and the Magic leading by 12. They double up on O'Neal. Anderson for three. Yes.
Rockets, they brought Charles Jones in to guard O'Neal, and Hakeem watched Horace Grant, trying to give him a little breather defensively and see if he can help out in the lane.
And Olajuwon with 12 points, 47-34 to the hour.
Big front line now for the Rockets. Not a lot of scoring with Charles Jones. A little more beef on the board, but Charles Jones nowhere near strong enough to keep Shaq from his spin.
O'Neal. And he's called for a travel.
One of the reasons that Orlando and Houston are the two best shooting teams in the playoffs is they got the great post-up players that bring in everybody. Shaq stumbles to try to get his balance as Cassell does a good job of cutting him off.
With a post-up, gets it out to Olajuwon. 57-39. For the Houston Rockets, this their 101st game this season. For Orlando, it is number 100. And a foul is called with O'Neal and Olajuwon involved, and it's number 3 on Hakeem.
No one has been able to slow down Shaquille O'Neal all season long. He led the league in scoring this year, second in the MVP.
They led by as many as 20. So a shaky start by the Rockets. They came roaring back late in the second quarter. O'Neal called for steps.
Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the strongest men in basketball, and Shaq is just throwing him around here, lowers that shoulder.
Guards, O'Neal, Scott, and Grant up front. Here is Scott. Yes.
Assist for Cup. And when he is patient with the ball, he finds the open man.
And Olajuwon applauding the call by Dick Pavetta. It's a hack on O'Neal, his third.
Well, Shaq has to be happy, although this is a pet shot and pet move of Hakeem Olajuwon, that he is just going to take that fadeaway jumper. But really, all Shaq wants to do there is go straight up, challenge the shot. No way does he want to come down on the arm of Hakeem.
Why would you foul that? I mean,
Hardaway getting it down low. Oh, the line drive jump hook by Shaquille. The Magic up by 9. It is now a 6-point Magic lead. Assist number 7 for Shaquille O'Neal.
Marv, I think Clyde does take it personal. I think it's his special hunger and push for that ring, his first, that's gotten this team here.
Shaquille O'Neal called for a travel. What do you think,
Now, that's the second time that this has happened where Shaq has rammed into Hakeem Olajuwon and they pull walk. This should have been an offensive foul. I just can't believe what kind of therapy Hakeem Olajuwon's going to use on his chest there.
Horace Grant. Here's Drexler. And rebounded by O'Neal, who accidentally took a shot in the eye from Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon, who's 10th in the NBA in career steals, loves to come in and try to poke that ball away. That time he gets nothing but eye. Amazing in basketball, you don't have more eye and finger injuries, but hopefully Shaquille O'Neal is all right. And this is why I think, Bill, over the years, a lot of big men, and sometimes you take for granted that a big guy is above all that and not going to get hit with an elbow, not get poked in the eye, but nevertheless, very painful to Shaq. No one can do anything for Orlando. They're 0 for 7 from behind the line.
Here's Smith. Yes, a 3 for Smith. As Olajuwon was able to throw it back out.
You don't leave two superstars on the bench at the NBA championship.
Well, Shaquille still trying to recover from the poke in the eye. Here's Horry for 3. Yes, Robert Horry, who hit 6 from downtown.
The Magic beat Houston back in March as he came through and Shaq was in trouble and foul.
Kenny Smith with his 7th three-pointer. Marley has that with 8.
But that's what a team's all about, Marv. They see their main man, Hakeem, as Smith goes again in the clincher against San Antonio.
And three-point shooting records are falling here tonight. The 5 3-pointers by Smith in the third is a new NBA Finals mark. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon with 20 points.
And that's what happens when you don't come down and double team him. But right now, it's pick your poison. It's either going to be Olajuwon inside or the open three.
And Steve Javi with the whistle and the foul is on Kenny Smith, who came over to help.
Hakeem will get it on the dump down and then look a little hesitant, a little confused, and then go with the hitch and come right back. Hakeem jumping high, Shaq fighting for that tremendously deep position. Hakeem forcing him back.
With Shaquille on his free throw shooting.
No, that was the other guy. I worked on the dunks and the blocks, and
You want no responsibility. And a foul on Olajuwon. That's 4 on Hakeem. Shaquille has 3.
Nothing with footwork here, just a quick catch, drop step, and get in the air. So nice little change-up by Shaquille. He's been trying a couple of little moves, little pump fakes. This time went right at Hakeem and caught him on his 4th foul.
Shaquille came over from the backside for the block. Anderson on the right. The Rocket lead is 1. And for Hardaway, his first 3-pointer. Missed his previous 5. Olajuwon, yes, and it counts.
this is the part of the game that Orlando is not used to, not having been in the finals before.
Going with his quicker defender.
5:10 left in the 4th. Ellie. Mario Ellie has tied the game by Shaw. The game is tied at 102. O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal providing the Magic with a 2-point lead.
The Rockets coming out of that timeout, very tentative. I'm sure they didn't get the shot that they wanted.
O'Neal. The line drive jump hook is 2:45 remaining in the 4th. Here's Hakeem. It counts, and the foul. Foul on Grant. That is his second.
Just so many offensive rebound opportunities.
3-point Orlando lead. Olajuwon, yes. And he felt he was fouled. Thought he was hit on the hand. Possession. They lead by 1. O'Neal backing his way. And Olajuwon could do nothing about stopping the move by O'Neal. 14th foul on the Magic. Rockets over the limit. Olajuwon lost his footing. And it's a traveling violation.
Good call. Hakeem's normally the master of footwork and balance. Usually when he hits somebody, the other guy falls down. But we saw him at the end of the 4th quarter just come down and take one without exploring something else inside.
O'Neal putting a move on Olajuwon and draws the foul. That is number 5 on Hakeem.
Horace Grant times these shots so well, carving out some space. Just no contest inside with Robert Horry as he moves him out of there for the tip-in. And now penetration by Mario Ellie. Grant watching Olajuwon.
Olajuwon going right at Grant. And the Rockets now lead 118-115. Hakeem is 12 of 24. Ball total 22. Also an NBA Finals record. Nice pass from Hakeem. Shaquille O'Neal broken up. Horry with the steal.
Great defensive play by Shaq.
This time able to inbound. Comes back to Scott. For 3 and he's at 118. The Rockets call for time. Drexler puts the ball on Anderson. The finger roll. The tip by Olajuwon. The Rockets lead 0.3 of a second remaining and a timeout called. Timeout taken by Orlando. What a tip by Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, Drexler was the man, and he just dropped his head and driving it hard to the basket. And what happens here? Shaq coming over to help out to try to block this, and that leaves Hakeem Olajuwon all alone on the weak side, and he just knocked Horace Grant out of there.
Now short of the basket, and that will do it. The Houston Rockets The tip by Hakeem Olajuwon, the game winner. Hakeem finished with 31 points. And for Houston, their 6th consecutive road win and their 8th road win of this playoff season.
Houston took a 1-0 series lead when Clyde Drexler's miss was tapped back home by Hakeem Olajuwon with less than a second to play. That tiny margin of difference has changed everything. Now for the Magic. The reality is this: win tonight or start a week in Houston down 0-2, facing the distinct possibility of returning to Orlando not to continue the series, but to clean out their lockers. Game 2, next.
Shaq wants to take away the middle from Hakeem, make him take the jumper on the baseline.
Before he's ever even made a shot in the game.
Had his ups and downs, no question about it, from the free throw line throughout these plays.
Drexler posting up. Olajuwon for the crossover and from out deep.
Whoa, that's unbelievable. That man is 7 feet tall and he looks dwarfed next to Shaq. That's a face-up jumper from 19 feet.
And was very fortunate to keep it alive. Olajuwon, yes.
Olajuwon in the low post, working so effectively. The little hitch right and come back the other way. Freezes the defense momentarily, but notice the extra arc used on that shot.
Doesn't even have to set a great pick. He's just took the spot up to the open area.
Olajuwon with his first. O'Neal off the double team. On in strong fashion, they double up on Shaquille. Hardaway with the head fake. Whoa. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon.
And they did not.
Is that from Anderson for 3? The crowd here rooting so hard for Nick Anderson to get into it. Shaquille by 1.
Kenny Smith just not a good enough post-up defensive player.
It counts, and the foul.
And then at the other end, Hakeem Olajuwon is now over moved by Robert Horry, and a terrific finish.
Here's Scott for 3. Oh, Dennis Scott missed his first 2 attempts from downtown. Able to hit there to bring the Magic within 1. Hakeem spinning his way, and that will count. It's a goal tag.
Well, the Magic not going to the double team yet. What they're trying to do is have Horace Grant pick up Hakeem Olajuwon. That's why the switch with Grant on Olajuwon and let Shaq play Chucky Brown.
All right, Scott for 3. So the game is tied at 18.
All those open shots we saw throughout game 1 caused by the forced double teams. Now Orlando not double teaming.
Olajuwon, yes. And Hakeem on fire now, 5 of 8. He has 12 points. Rockets 20. And the Magic, 18 of the shooting at both ends. As
For the call, referee Dan Crawford could not believe that the guy had such great offensive position. And there he goes. We talked about Horace Grant needing to front Olajuwon, but there was no pressure on the ball. Dennis Scott backing way off, just giving the easy look and no defensive rotation. That's what fronting is all about. Terrific eye contact between Horry, a former center himself.
Who has the ability to get into the lane and create plays for himself or other people.
Olajuwon. And Hakeem has taken over. 16 points for Olajuwon.
Hakeem still not going to the turn and face. Shaq flat-footed, not pushed.
5. Houston. We are early in the second. Open shot for Cassell. Hit 3-7 run by the Rockets. Hardaway. The 1981 Rockets, the only team to win 8 on the road in the playoffs. The rejection, but Olajuwon is there.
And only 6 offensive rebounds. Shaq doesn't necessarily have to score on the post-up. He's got to get to the offensive glass.
Olajuwon with 20 points. Olajuwon is 9 of 14 from the field. He has only
efforts in those games as he goes right to the baseline here. No waiting, no hesitation. And for that shot, there is no defense.
Defense is keeping Kenny Smith on the bench.
A 20-point lead, biggest of the night. Shaquille O'Neal.
They always know Kenny Smith is going to start. They never really are.
But that's what being a team is all about.
And then Orlando had a comeback from a deficit. O'Neal for Hardaway, eluding Ori. Hardaway, and the Magic looking for a goaltend. A foul was called. No indication on the goaltend. Apparently just a shooting foul.
A terrific block by Hakeem coming from the far weak side. That might have dipped down. That might have dipped down.
That's about as close.
Is that your coaching?
Once in a while. I used to say that a lot with Michael Jordan.
Shaquille O'Neal with a strong move.
And you have to take it wherever you can get it. They might as well keep going to Hardaway, and then that's when Shaq should get active on the offensive board. Take it to the other side.
Another indication.
And he pulled back.
Sometimes you get too conservative out there with a big lead.
Cassell for three. Sam Cassell with only 10 points in the half. Shaquille with 2 fouls. And Hakeem with only 1. O'Neal getting position. Minute 40 gone by in the third. Horace Grant trying to get into it offensively. And O'Neal and Olajuwon involved, and a loose ball foul is called. It's on Olajuwon. That's his second.
Defensive poke by Nick Anderson, but Clyde took his time, didn't force anything, and took it to the hole, which is what the Magic are doing now.
Hardaway off the crossover is rejected. Trying to draw the foul, hit the deck. Hugh Holland said, "Get up." Anderson for O'Neal. 60s feeling the Magic are playing with a sense of urgency, and it is urgent. They lose here, they're down 2-0 with the next 3 games coming up in Houston. Olajuwon after the pump. So Hakeem, 18 points. Here's the double on O'Neal. 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter. By 23 points with just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Shaquille O'Neal.
Center is 10th in
10 of 22 from the field, 24 behind, but to this point it has not mattered. Olajuwon showing us the footwork.
Well, he didn't realize how wide open he was on that little plant of the foot. Dropped that shoulder in there when he turned. He couldn't believe he was that wide open. He hesitated and still got it.
O'Neal. So Shaquille has 20 points. The Rockets lead 82-61.
But this crowd is stunned right now. They just can't believe what is happening.
Olajuwon to the fadeaway. 28 for Hakeem.
That's a heat check. Yeah, just throw it up.
And the outside official, Hugh Hollins, calling the foul on Cassell.
The last 2 moves for Hakeem. Get him going one way, come back the other, and get in the air. He throws in a little extra fake, I think, to regain his balance. And then the next time down, this is just wildness, throwing it up. And that is years and years of practicing that shot.
They double up on O'Neal. Pops it out to Hardaway for 3. Yes.
And Shaq found the open one.
Hakeem still with 2 fouls.
Hakeem with 3. Hardaway for 3. Yes. O'Neal. But has not been a dominating factor. And Hakeem is getting set to re-enter.
Off a very large man, Charles Jones, in his own right. Not let Houston be so deliberate, yet they were still able to get the ball to their main man, Hakeem.
Here's Shaw for 3. Yes. Brian Shaw feeds Shaquille O'Neal.
There's the repost.
And on
Good sign. Yes.
It seems every time Orlando has been able to make a run, it's Cassell who has spoiled matters, but O'Neal is right back. Shaquille is 26. 95-81 Rockets.
I got to think Brian Hill's thinking about getting Horace Grant back into the ballgame to let him be the double teamer so the Magic can get Holt out on the three-point shooters much quicker.
Olajuwon.
Can't get out there quick enough, but if you come with a big man, a Jeff Turner or a Horace Grant, then you have your smaller, quicker people able to get out to the shooters.
The switch is made. Hakeem is back on Shaq. No difference, though.
Shot clock at 4. Now to 1. Cassell. This time not able to do it. Olajuwon kept it 392. Houston. O'Neal getting down deep. Shot clock at 5. Drexler with the spin. Olajuwon with games to nothing on the Magic. Anderson went to the left hand, gave up.
A moment ago, Nick Anderson able to get by Drexler, and when Hakeem comes over, nobody slides in front of Shaq. Maybe a slight piece of that ball, but the forced miss.
O'Neal.
Championship. They've got a foul now, I think.
A huge.
Don't throw it cross court.
And you still look for
the Indiana Pacers. That's a 3 for Hardaway. 117-106. And Sam Cassell contributed right to the locker room. The Rockets with the convincing victory led by as many as 23, sparked by the likes of Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, and Sam Cassell.
No one's more familiar with the road to the NBA Finals than the defending champion Houston Rockets. Their season was filled with inconsistency and doubts. The playoffs began with few expectations, but the ride has truly been exhilarating. Yet their second consecutive finals appearance still did not silence their critics. Despite improbable circumstances, the Rockets have continued to win. Throughout the roller coaster ride, they never lost faith in themselves. They've overcome adversity and are just 2 wins away from retaining their NBA crown. The playoff ride for the young Orlando Magic has also caught many by surprise, but their inability to win at home in these finals have left them frustrated and on the road in the truest must-win situation against a Houston team that's had all the answers. Orlando needs to win today or face elimination. Time is running out on this ride for an NBA title.
So he'll be up there when the guards are posting and when Shaq is inside.
Hakeem going to the second option off the spin. The Magic 6, the Rockets 4 with 3 minutes gone by. They double up on Shaquille. Hardaway for 3.
A little bit eager there to get to the offensive glass, caught the lane.
And the Rockets only 2 of 8 from the field. Horry off the fake.
The exact same spot as the game winner of Game 7, Phoenix. Western Conference semifinals.
Nice pass.
When you're as big as Shaq is, there's a tendency not to block out. You just turn, his hands aren't even up. Hakeem with the knee pads, not afraid to... He's got it all on the line tonight.
And this is 3rd attempt at winning the championship trophy. Scott for 3. Dennis Scott still trying to find the touch. In Game 2, only 3 of 10, 9 points at the 2 from downtown.
Penny Hardaway doing a very good job, much better than in the first 2 games. Hakeem delivers inside of keeping Kenny Smith under control, not letting him run.
The Magic 18, the Rockets 17. Shaquille O'Neal not able to get into it until now. That's his first field.
The open floor bearing down you. He can do that just about any time he wants when he gets open space.
Olajuwon. Matt Dukas and Bill Walton from the Summit in Houston. Game 3 of this best of 7 NBA Finals Series. Olajuwon with very little room to operate.
Both teams showing a lot of poise in their half-court offense, taking what is there. When they're getting double-teamed, they're making the good passes, getting good open shots. When the double team is not there, they're making their one-on-one move.
O'Neal, so Shaquille with his second field goal. He has 4.
For them, they're only getting 9 a game in the first 2 games of the series. Have one of the poorest offensive rebounding teams in the league.
Nice pass, Olajuwon for the cutting kiss.
Hakeem Olajuwon's best sequence of the night. Gets him on the move and then just dumps it down. When you're as good a passer as Hakeem as you do.
Shot, the three-point shot just being thrown up there without some penetration and a kick out or going into the post and then out.
Olajuwon.
And Kevin McHale.
Nick Anderson back on the floor. Horace Grant sitting it out for a while after the good start. O'Neal getting inside. Back comes Drexler. Rockets trailing by 2.
Hakeem on the run.
Olajuwon in a jump hook. What a shot.
In the low post. Get him going one way, come back in the other, and get right in the air. Virtually impossible to defend. Orlando really needs to stick with Drexler, guarded by Hardaway.
O'Neal, 9 for the first time. He was 9 of 14. Indeed, what's the answer there? Keep practicing, as your mom would tell you.
Oh, terrific block.
O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon never got out of the lane.
Shaquille getting the possession.
Play on picking up Shaquille O'Neal running the floor.
This time, the Magic able to get back.
This is Houston Rocket basketball, though. Up and down the court.
13 points for Olajuwon. Away. Shaw, who's been on fire. And the rebound handled by Shaquille. What a ball fake. Olajuwon went for it, and a foul.
And actually caught up. Oh, there it is. And then Shaq on the charge.
I think Shaq is standing to get a little bit more aggressive out there. Use his ability to move.
Drexler.
Line. Maybe a bit of a flop.
Drexler called for his first. Shaquille getting position.
And Olajuwon knew he was beaten badly on the position situation and wisely just backed off, gave it rather than fouling Shaq this early in the third quarter.
Rockets by 1. Hakeem, yes, and it counts.
Those strip plays, you'll get one once in a while, but you're also going to pick up a lot of needless fouls.
But why would the biggest guy in the entire league think about reaching in and blocking down low? Get up in the air and slap that back.
O'Neal, he has 12, and it's a 50.
Beautiful post entry.
Horry for 3. And it went through O'Neal's hands. Olajuwon, well, that cost. Shaquille had it and lost it.
That's the 8th offensive rebound for the Rockets. That's a bunch for them, and they're 11-point, killing the Magic in that area.
O'Neal.
Beautiful interchange, set offense.
Olajuwon. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And the Magic leading by 3 by Brookshaw, and that three-pointer by Anderson. Here's Kelly going glass. Mario able to hustle it down.
All 6 of Nick's shots have been three-pointers, and most of them have been open ones, but he's also has to think about taking the ball to the basket.
Oh, beautiful move by Shaquille O'Neal. And the foul. Foul committed by Drexler, his second.
This move works so perfectly because the jump hook has been going down as he steps into the lane. Hakeem anticipating that defense, the patience, the decision-making of Shaq, trying to convert the three-point play.
He's 2 of 6 at the line. Quarter. Olajuwon now played by Grant. Olajuwon to the spin. Olajuwon on the back tap. The rebound. Back come the Rockets. Olajuwon. Nice lead pass tossed by Drexler.
Just outrunning
in the series.
And the Magic are not really crashing the glass on these missed jump shots. Both Shaquille O'Neal and Horace Grant standing and watching.
Olajuwon 2 of 3.
Bench right to the hoop for wide open shots.
Scott blocked. Ori got a piece of it. Ori. Robert Ori has tied. Check that. Brings the Rockets within one. With 15 points. Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon have returned. Shaquille, it counts, and the foul. So he'll head to the line to help.
I think Brian Hill realized Shaq was a little bit weary in that third quarter, got him out late. Penny Hardaway.
As this fourth quarter unfolds, Olajuwon, he has 2 fouls. O'Neal has 3. Olajuwon improvising once. Excited, usually. Game tied at 77. O'Neal taking it in traffic and able to convert. The Magic 79, the Rockets 77. 21 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
Hakeem Olajuwon will go to the jump shot here. He's been shooting the jump hook. Oh, that was the jump hook. Got to call bank for that one to count. In transition, which has pretty much been denied. Chucky Brown has done so many of those little things that we've mentioned.
Olajuwon blocked by Grant.
Yeah, but with Brian Shaw in the ballgame, this is Penny Hardaway is playing off the ball as the big guard, letting Shaw run the show.
Grant from Hardaway, and Grant stripped.
Waiting for the whistle to blow. No time to wait.
Ori for 3. Yes. And a timeout called by the Magic. Rockets by 3. 8:10 left in the fourth.
Then Horace Grant off the penetration will get ripped down below by Hakeem Olajuwon, former Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA.
7:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Can roll. Olajuwon able to convert. He now has 29 points.
To go along with 12 boards and 6 assists, but the suppleness of the hands for Hakeem.
O'Neal, yes, and it counts. So Shaquille to the line, hoping to tie the game.
Well, this is a pick and slip. It's kind of a fake, and Olajuwon bursting right to the basket. Horace Grant saw it coming, but just a tad too late. That enabled Olajuwon to get to the hole. Then Hakeem reaching in for a strip on Shaq, getting called for the foul.
3 in the backcourt. Chucky Brown, Robert Ori, Hakeem Olajuwon on the front line. Shot clock at 3. Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the tip.
Oh, what a terrific job by Olajuwon to elude Brian Shaw, snake into the opening, and stay with that shot.
Rockets lead by 2.
Oh, Hakeem Olajuwon, shot clock winding down. Off the dribble drive, able to get by Shaq and get right through. He splits the double team, put that shot up. He knew he missed it, but
Grant keeps it alive. Hardaway lost the break.
Hakeem on defense with the tap.
Olajuwon for Jones, who will not shoot. Popped it out. Olajuwon stopped by O'Neal.
well, Shaquille O'Neal patrolling the lane in there, had Olajuwon.
Biggest lead of the night. We are down to 3 minutes remaining. O'Neal to trouble, foul. Shaquille, we want to put him on the line.
This is the way the Rockets finish up, but they were nursing a lead in game 2. Now
Rockets by 4. O'Neal banging with Olajuwon.
Shaquille O'Neal trying to bring his team back, goes quickly to the offense. The hitch one way, like Olajuwon, coming back with the jump hook, and then he can get it done on the defensive end as well. Beautifully tapped, kept in play.
O'Neal is 4 of 9 at the line.
huge plays at both ends of the floor.
Remaining in this fourth quarter, the Rockets lead by 5. Anderson for 3. Played by Ellie. Again to O'Neal. Off the spin. Grant with the open shot. 1 point. Houston lead with 35 seconds to go. Houston has 2 timeouts left. Orlando with 3 and a 20.
I'd come to Drexler again, but it looks like Hakeem in the post. Who better? Got to get it to him early enough, though.
Rockets using the clock. Shot clock at 6. Ori for 3. puts it up, and that will do it. Sam Cassell lands on top of Penny Hardaway. The Houston Rockets have defeated the Orlando Magic 106-103, and they now lead this best of 7, 3 games to nothing. The Rockets led once again by the combination of Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler.
Is reaching a goal made sweeter still when few thought you could do it? Tonight, perhaps the Houston Rockets will know the answer. This team, the most lightly regarded defending champion in memory, has been written off many times. The Rockets, it was said, had won their title in a transitional season where no great team emerged. Soon enough, it was said, they'd fade back into the pack. And in fact, as the Rockets slipped toward mediocrity at midseason, a repeat title seemed out of the question. Even after the bold trade for Clyde Drexler, only those in the Rockets' inner circle believed they were capable of defending their crown. But now, after a logic-defying playoff run of escapes and comebacks, the Orlando Magic are believers too, just like Utah, Phoenix, and San Antonio. Because with one more win, the Rockets will achieve a goal that seemed unthinkable just a short time ago. And with it, the respect they feel they have been denied. And the national appreciation, which will surely be theirs with one more win.
Closed. Smith off the dribble. Olajuwon. Drexler had a knock. The Magic nothing.
Good defense, Nick Anderson.
Olajuwon. Rockets with a 5.
Back and get in foul trouble.
I've been watching Hakeem all playoff long. I don't know what shot I would want him to take if I'm guarding him. He makes the most difficult shots of anyone ever.
Drexler posting up Anderson. Olajuwon trying to split through. He did. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Robin the finals.
Drexler squaring up. Going to the spin and rejected. For 3. Anderson with the save. O'Neal. Pretty pass. O'Neal for
Out hustling the Houston Rockets to the loose ball. Beautiful feed and a dish inside to Horace Grant. And that's
Olajuwon gets it up. Ellie for 3. Mario Ellie has had the touch from three-point land, in particular in that area. And it's the Rockets 10, the Magic 5.
He was 3 out of 4 in Game 3, chipped in with a very quiet but effective 17 points.
O'Neal, strip. Olajuwon got a piece of it. Drexler going and Hardaway.
It's truly amazing what Clyde Drexler can do after his teammates knock it away down deep.
Nick had half his points in this series before those missed free throws and has not looked like the same player since.
Actually, as Olajuwon is able to hit on the turnaround, 7. O'Neal off the double team. Recovered by Grant, slapped away by Drexler. Ellie in the open floor for Drexler, for Olajuwon. A beautifully executed fast break off the steal.
We talked side out of bounds play, just getting to the middle as Shaq goes for the strip there and doesn't get it. On about the last 6 or 7, their legs look tired, their shots are short. This is an opportunity for the Magic to get something done. There was a good looking shot.
Horry posting up. Oh, Chucky Brown rejected. Ryan Shaw coming off a good one off the bench in Game 3 in 20 minutes. 6 of 12. He had 12 points. O'Neal. For Shaquille is
top flight free throw shooting. Some numbers, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Rockets lead by 2. It's a goaltender of Lorenzo Charles, and a wild celebration sparked by the late Jim Valvano running onto the court.
Shot clock winding down. The Rockets having a little problem getting the ball into Olajuwon right now. The little turnaround jumper, but hard.
Grant with Horry making the successful transition to the power forward spot. Cassell for 3.
Back set in beach volleyball.
Yes. Shaw open for 3. Brian Shaw.
Clyde Drexler got all hung up and forced to take a bad one, but I think it upset his 4 teammates.
Magic leading by 3. Olajuwon for 1 point for the Rockets. Anderson going for the steal. Horry, Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon is the high man.
Very quiet crowd here for a team with a chance to win a championship.
Scott not able to hit the 3. O'Neal on the follow. Rockets with a 1-point lead. Smith accelerates. Gives it up to Olajuwon. Rockets lead 59-56.
Dennis is muttering to himself, and he knows it 2 in a row. He wants the ball in his hands every time down the floor.
Olajuwon has tied the game at 65. And Houston has connected on 8 of 11 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Halfway through. O'Neal. Oh, a powerful move. That's one we have rarely seen this series.
Something that Shaq needs to do a heck of a lot more of. Hakeem tired. This is a period in games where he's known to pick up careless fouls.
Ellie for 3. Horry with the back tap. Olajuwon. Playoffs. If you look back during the regular season, he scored more than 20 points just twice. In the playoffs, he's done it 5 times. O'Neal. Smith unloads for 3. And Grant on the board for a bad pass. Back comes Smith. Ellie, Drexler, Olajuwon.
Shaquille O'Neal starting to punish and wear down a very tired Hakeem Olajuwon. Will bank in.
Clyde Drexler waiting for him to do something. He lost track of the clock and had to put up a bad shot, which wouldn't have counted anyway.
Scott shaking off Drexler. Nice feed.
But the Rockets need some life at both ends of the ball.
That's O'Neal with Grant and Scott. Hardaway and Shaw in the backcourt. Hardaway with an air ball. O'Neal. Shaquille able to field it. Trying to keep it alive. Hardaway through the pack. And very fortunate that O'Neal ended up with the ball. And it's an offensive foul. That is number 4. Olajuwon has 3 fouls. O'Neal with 4. Here's the double as Grant over to help. Ellie.
Team's really rushing the offense right now. Get your rhythm going. Dictate what you want.
Lost it to Olajuwon. Drexler. And it's out. A foul committed by Shaw.
It's a chance for a fast break. They make good on it. The Magic just cannot get their offensive transition game going. Give credit to the Rocket defense, but here's the strong finish by Clyde Drexler on the feed from
5. And the Magic 78. Mario Ellie with 19 points. The crowd sensing the kill, but O'Neal right back. It's now to a 5-point lead.
Beautiful alley-oop feed from Anthony Bowie. I'm a little surprised that Anthony is in the ballgame at this juncture. 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter instead of Nick Anderson. However, Nick has struggled mightily in this game.
Olajuwon back for Ellie, open for 3. Pushes him up to Grant. Horace Grant not able to hit. Shaquille O'Neal. He has 19. With the tip. His first field goal. The Rockets 90. The Magic 85.
Shaquille, able to unload it to Bowie. What a pass from Shaquille O'Neal.
Gorgeous passes. He got hung up in the air. I don't think he really caught Bowie till the last split second. A low pass, but a good one.
Ori for three. Lead by 8.
Hakeem in the post.
Olajuwon to the fairway. In the fourth.
Hakeem Olajuwon working. No double team that time. Shaq has come back. And Hakeem
Plus their 20. Houston with a 10-point lead. Olajuwon off the fake through the front.
Just took the contact and threw it towards the basket.
Turning face. He's lowering the ball a little.
Rebounded by O'Neal. Bad pass from Hardaway.
And Hardaway thought he was under pressure there and wanting to get the fast break, quickly coughed it up. He thought to Brian Shaw. Olajuwon quick to the loose ball.
Olajuwon. Yes, and the foul.
And the Magic becoming unglued here. A bad turnover by Penny Hardaway. And the quickness and the strength of Hakeem Olajuwon, and nothing Horace Grant could do to stop it.
Shaq, who's picked up 5 fouls in the second half, unable to guard Hakeem himself. That defensive rotation really been the difference in the series.
O'Neal. Rockets 108 for Drexler. 2:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. O'Neal. Rockets lead 101-94.
Two big misses by Robert Horry at the line.
Blocked by O'Neal. This game very much to the line.
Shaq continuing to deliver. Big fourth quarter again for him. Then the incredible block just takes the ball right out of a man.
And the Rockets should be in no hurry. And Hakeem with 31. 3 of 4 at the line. Another magnificent all-around performance by Hakeem Olajuwon. A minute 15 to go. Rockets by 11. Shaquille O'Neal off the double team. Rockets now lead 105. Ryan Shaw able to avert a backcourt violation. Shaw with the off-balance shot. Olajuwon had it slapped away. Recovered by Anderson. O'Neal stripped by Olajuwon.
We have seen incredible play after incredible play by Hakeem Olajuwon on the defensive end.
Well, Brian Shaw with his 5th from downtown. It's a 10-point lead. Down to 15 seconds. Olajuwon for 3. And that will cap it off. 113-101. Shaw. Final seconds. Anderson. The Houston Rockets have won their second consecutive NBA championship. They have swept the Orlando Magic. Bouts of anemia. They got through several injuries, plus they had to contend with the disrupting influence of Vernon Maxwell, who is no longer on the roster. Then they rolled through the Western Conference, beating 60-game winning Utah. They knocked off
Olajuwon. Hakeem, it is obviously a team victory, a second consecutive team victory. But can you allow yourself now in the aftermath to consider where you have vaulted to among the all-time NBA greats with this postseason run?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank God for the opportunity, for giving us this opportunity to win the championship again. And I'm just so happy, especially for Clyde, to win it for the first time. And for all the teammates, thank you so much, all the fans.